would. All right, so Dolphins Pro Bowlers, Leroy.
Let me guess.
Go ahead.
Christian Wilkins.
Nope.
What? Get the hell out of here. No way.
Just, all right, well, no.
I was surprised by one of them.
Javon Holland.
Nope.
Tyreek Hill.
Yes. Tyreek Hill.
Tua.
Nope.
How does Tua have the leading vote?
It's only fans. Coaches and players overrule.
Oh, yeah, because all right.
Sounds like the fix is in.
So we got Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
X
made the Pro Bowl.
How the hell did he make it?
The least
X
of
made
all
the
the
Pro
names
Bowl.
I mentioned.
Yep. Xavien
just
Howard
the
made
year
the Pro
that he's
Bowl.
had. Hold on, let me think.
One's obvious when I'm going to say it. Like you'll be like, oh yeah, obviously.
Armstead?
Yep.
Okay. So you
Toronto.
got Terron Armstead, you got Xavien Howard, and Tyreek Hill.
They made the team.
That's it?
And then here are your first alternates.
Can I just tell you? Of all those names I listed, it would go for me. Tyreek Hill, Christian Wilkins, Javon Holland, and Waddle. And, Armstead would definitely be in there, but I'm just saying those guys have had unbelievable years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, where would this team be without Javon Holland? How is that guy not?
He's the last man standing on
right.
secondary.
Here are the alternates, the first or second alternates. So should somebody bow out or
Tua.
So first
Tua
alternate, Tua.
Tua get in because nobody plays
Super Bowl.
Oh, but there's no game, so everybody might go do it.
What is it? It's like a flag football or something.
I think they should do it like Battle of the Superstars. Remember that show? Y'all remember the Battle of the Superstars, where they did it with athletes sometimes. And
they did like
they would do like bench press in the sand and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they would run. They would run actually the 100. Right. So, yeah, I wish they would do something like that. Okay, so Tua.
No, it's the week before in Vegas.
Tua. Who else?
Oh, alternates?
Yeah.
Alec Ingold, the fullback, first alternate.
There's only 2 fullbacks in the whole NFL.
Yeah, who was ahead of him?
I don't know. Jalen Waddle, first alternate.
Okay.
Christian Wilkins, first alternate.
I can see it.
Bradley Chubb, second alternate.
Oh.
Javon Holland, fourth alternate.
Fourth alternate?
Mike Gesicki, fifth alternate.
Fifth alternate.
I didn't even know.
Dude.
Did you make that up?
I swear to God.
No. Yeah. See what I mean? This is what it's doing the show with him.
I'm not doing
Right.
it. It's right there, dude.
Every time you give a stat, somebody has to say, did you make that up?
I'm not making that
Are
up.
you fake Googling?
I'm not fake Googling.
You do that a lot.
I do not.
He does. You know
He's
what?
gonna
That's what we
scream.
need to get. That's what we need to get Mike to say. -1 for fake Googling.
For lying.
Our whole
We actually
show-
have that now.
We have that.
Yeah, I don't think you've gotten the new buttons, Steve. There's a whole new fleet and arsenal there for you for -1. There's one for flip floppery, for show poniness, for
Oh,
lying.
Notice, hey, notice who they're all referring to.
Leroy.
No, hell no.
Tobin's a fraud. That's a good one.
Karen goes, Gesicki's fifth alternate among tight ends with the Dolphins. I didn't see Mike McDaniel said. He said he feels it's a failure on his part that he hasn't gotten Mike Gesicki.
Yes.
I don't know if that's
Wait,
how
here.
sincerely do you believe him in that?
Here's
though?
why I believe it. Because when you have plays or defenses that drop their linebackers 15, 20 yards deep to stop your 2 pass, that means the underneath stuff has to be there. And so you need to go to that to at least keep those linebackers honest. They never did it. Gesicki should have had a field day against the Chargers. I get it. So I mean,
he hasn't even. They haven't
only-
even tried to get him the ball the last few weeks.
the only two guys that I would say this is just ridiculous is Javon Holland and Christian Wilkins. That what Christian Wilkins has done this year is unbelievable. Because guess what? It's really hard from that position to have 10 plus tackles.
Yeah. He's been a monster.
You know, like, I mean, he's all over the field. He's chasing plays.
He's in
down.
incredible shape. He's playing a ton of snaps.
Right.
You know,
I don't know who. Question: who's in front of him? That's what because before I just automatically call it a sham. What if the guy in front of him is really, having a really good year?
I don't know. He wants to do journalism and see who's.
I don't know how to fake Google yet.
Yeah, settle down with the sass.
Wow.
Let's see. This is NFC. Give me AFC dummies.
And now we really know when you fake Googling. Because if you Google too fast, what you're really searching for right now.
Defensive tackle, Chris Jones from the Chiefs, Quinnen Williams from the Jets, and Jeffrey Simmons from the Titans.
I put him in front of Jeffrey Simmons. I would. But now that I hear the list, I mean, he's right in the mix with all of those guys.
A lot of good guys in the league, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Your safeties, free safety, Minka Fitzpatrick.
Boo!
Strong safeties were Derwin James and Jordan Poyer.
Yeah,
good.
They're good. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a weird dynamic, man.
Quarterback, Patrick Mahomes over Tua.
And you know what's crazy? Once you get in, then they just go to you. Right? Like, so once you get in, every year, if you have just a decent year, you get back.
Tua's going to be busy in the Super Bowl, so it don't matter. He can't go. He's going to be busy. That's what he said yesterday.
Really?
Hopefully I don't go.
All right.
Hopefully I'm busy. That's the attitude I like.
Is the attitude you got a few days ago? You've been flip flopping like you were.
What do you mean? What did I say a few days ago?
I don't know. I'm just asking because I haven't been listening.
Where's Trevor Lawrence?
Oh yeah, is he good now?
Where's Justin Herbert a quarterback?
No, the quarterbacks are Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. Those are your three QBs.
Yeah, that's gonna always be hard to break.
But Tua is the first alternate. So if any of them bow out, he's the first.
So that means Justin Herbert is ahead of. I mean, Tua is ahead of Justin Herbert.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Does that mean anything to anybody or no?
No.
Okay.
No, they don't want to hear it.
They still would take Justin Herbert.
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
All right.
But I mean, like, you're kind of doing the Justin Herbert thing with Trevor Lawrence. Like, slow your roll, dude. Like, oh, you had a few good games. Just 6-8. Win some games, dude. Thanks for showing up.
You just did with Aaron Rodgers. He's 6-8 too.
Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl. He's got MVPs.
30 years ago, dude.
Okay, he's been back-to-back MVPs.
Okay, 6-8.
He's got some credentials.
6-8.
Trevor Lawrence has nice hair.
Credentials don't win football games.
Actually, they do.
No, they don't.
You not nervous about him this weekend?
Huh?
You're not nervous at all about him?
Of course.
What if Javon Holland doesn't play?
Of course. I didn't say that.
So you're writing him
I
off.
didn't say he couldn't play. I'm not
You're
writing him off.
dismissing Aaron Rodgers.
I'm not dismissing it.
Tread lightly.
He's 6-8 for a reason. Okay. Right? He's 6-8 for a reason. They've played 6-8 football for the first 14 games.
Yeah, but when he says like things are starting to go, you don't get a little nervous that he's starting to figure things out.
It took him 14 weeks.
I don't know.
Playing football that long to get it going.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, man.
Everybody has a late rally, dude.
What?
Everybody has a late rally from time to time.
I didn't. Nope.
You want to hear Aaron Rodgers on Tua?
Instead of rallying for camp and football, I start rallying for Cheetos and surgeries.
Would you like to hear Aaron Rodgers on Tua?
Do I?
Here's Aaron Rodgers on Tua.
The night he went in at halftime and in the national championship game, and I think just like everybody else, we were thinking, what? Why? And then obviously he showed his incredible ability and had a great career down there. Dealt with a couple, head injuries this year, which are dangerous. But I enjoyed the way that he plays. He plays on time. He throws the ball accurately. Does a nice job with his eye control for a young player. He's got obviously good pocket movement. He can extend plays. They've had a couple pretty incredible fourth quarter comebacks this year, where he's been super efficient. He has some great weapons, but been impressed with the way he plays. I like the way he handles himself too. I think he handles himself with a lot of respect and class, and I think there's a lot to be said for that for a young player.
What about that? What do you think about that from Aaron Rodgers?
Still gonna kick your ass.
Ooh!
Why do you think I'm going out on a limb and saying the Dolphins are going to beat the Packers? The Dolphins are better than the Packers.
Are they going to beat the brakes off the Packers?
Now we got to like now we. This is why. This is why.
What?
So now they can't just win.
I'm just asking you a question.
Now it has to be.
I'm just asking if you think it's going to be close or not.
So let me ask you a question. If somebody wins a belt,
I mean,
does
you and
it
I
have
both
to be a knockout, or can they just win a decision?
It depends.
No, it doesn't. If you leave out that ring with the belt,
You talking about a real belt or a Fugazi belt?
real belt.
As long as it's not a leg kick.
I'm just asking you. I'm asking you because you and I both predicted Dolphins wins the last 3 weeks. We've been wrong. So you're saying the Dolphins are going to win. I'm just asking you, how confident are you, and do you think they'll handle the Packers, who you say are better? And I agree with you. I think the Dolphins are a better team than the Packers.
If you,
but I'm nervous about that quarterback because he's a legend.
Here's the problem. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is, and everybody's gonna concentrate and focus on Aaron Rodgers. That's not who stop. That's not who to stop. You got to stop Dillon and Jones. You stop those two, it puts Aaron Rodgers in some bad spots. Those are where you want him. You don't want him in 3rd and 4 less, or 2nd and 5. You don't want him there.
No, I am glad. I don't feel like he's going to run a 70-yard run on us like they've done with every running quarterback this year. They've killed the Dolphins, every one of them. So I'm thankful that it's not an issue.
But why?
What?
When we talk about the game, why are you bringing up facts that don't exist?
I said, I'm just saying, like, I'm glad that if the fact that they have running backs to stop and not a running quarterback, because they did a good job on Singletary last week.
Yeah.
But Josh Allen, I mean,
44 at the wrong
time.
time.
But they don't have a good running game. The running game is Josh Allen.
I know, but that's what I'm like. That's what I'm saying. Like, they had the Packers have a good running game. Like, they did. I mean, the Dolphins. I mean, other than that one run Chubb had, that was probably the best 2 backs that they took on this year.
Was Chubb and
Hunt, and Chubb got loose, but the game was already basically out of hand.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, I'm more worried about Aaron Rodgers carving up the secondary. That's what I'm worried about. And Pro Bowler Xavien Howard.
You think hold on? You know, Aaron Rodgers has been sacked a lot, right?
Yeah.
And so what you're telling me is he mysteriously going to find the right amount of time to carve the Dolphins up? You don't think they know that too?
Maybe they do. But, I mean, they've also had a big problem of getting off the field on 3rd down. It's been a huge problem for them. Like, all these drives, like, they feel – how many times
have you thought the drive's over?
Yeah. Like, that's what frustrates me.
Penalty,
none of these – here's the thing. With Josh Boyer, I don't feel like any of these tricks are going to work on Aaron Rodgers. Like, all this hocus pocus that he tries all the time, not going to work.
You don't do – here.
You can't get mad at me. It's the facts.
Listen. Do you know why they line up certain ways on the football field?
Of course, but tell people.
Just because of where they line up, the offense has to do things a certain way. For example, if you put guys in A gap, right, then the 2 guards in the center have to close down and protect the middle. What does that do? That leaves guys singled up on the outside.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right. If I line guys up in gaps and then drop them out, your offense has to be quick enough to go back to the previous scheme. If not, you're going to have guys closing down with nobody to block, right? Which makes it even worse. So what you have to do is as a quarterback, as an offense or whatever, if you're smart enough, and Aaron Rodgers and that offensive line is smart enough, they can tell the difference between A gap blitz and A gap, lining up in the A gap. And you don't just block it the same every time. If you don't, then the Dolphins will keep doing it.
That's what I would say.
But if they pick it up, you're going to have to find a different way. And you do it from all different angles. You run games, you do everything you can, because he been sacked.
Yeah.
He gets sacked.
You know what they said, dude. Games recognize games.
Watching was either Monday or Sunday where somebody had a 26-yard sack. And then it was a holding penalty, and they ended up with a 1st down. Was that Sunday? Was it Sunday, right? Was it
Was that Giants and Commanders you were watching?
was it Giants and Commanders? It might have been. It might have been. Well, no. Who played Monday?
Monday was Packers and Rams.
I can't remember who it was. But all I know is the quarterback had a 26-yard sack. And then it ended up getting a first down out of it because it was holding.
Man,